So let's just say, guys, Palantir stock is in a very interesting position heading into this new week, and I want to break down the charts in this video, what I'm looking at here, and most importantly, what I'm looking to do. And we'll take a look at the futures, guys, which at this point, they're down again, and I'm sure you guys have seen the crypto market today. Oof, right now, as I'm making this video about 7:30 p.m. East Coast time, crypto is getting destroyed. I think Bitcoin's down like 6%, Ethereum 10%. Yeah, it's bad across the board. And the futures are down. The Russell futures are down 1%. NASDAQ down 1% as well. Dow futures looks like they're down about 0.5%, and the S&P down 0.75%. So let's dive into it, guys. We're going to break down a bunch of charts, my thoughts, what I'm doing. Again, like I said, so hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe and snag up your 30 stocks for Mumu. That is linked down below. We'll talk more about that later. Let's do it. Let's get into it. So, like I said, Palantir is in a very interesting position. We had a nice bounce back day across the board on Friday. I'm sure you guys remember that now. You know that, right? The S&P, Dow, NASDAQ, we had a nice bounce back day, and Palantir went up over 5.5%, and we rallied like crazy in the second half of the day. You guys can see we opened up at about $80 roughly. We actually hit $78.90 in the pre-market on Friday. And look at this. We double or actually triple bottomed here. You guys see the first one, boom. Second one right there, boom. Third one right here. So we triple bottomed on Friday and we rallied into close, right? So we went from 78 $80 on the triple bottom all the way to $85 per share. Again, we went up not $8, half of that, $4, 5.5% on the day. Very good bounce back here, and buyers are coming in exactly where we want them to on the larger time frames here. But now with the indexes getting hit, the futures, which doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be red in the morning, but if this red continues in the futures, well, This rally could be short-lived, potentially, right? I mean, if we have a devastating red day tomorrow, most likely Palantir is going to give back some gains. But at this point, guys, it's trying to reverse, right? You guys can see on the 5-day, $78, $80. That was also support a couple of days ago or a couple of days prior to Friday. I think earlier last week we hit, that might have been Monday, Tuesday, whatever day that was, we hit $78. So that's a prominent support, and the fact that we got buyers to come in there on Friday after we held it earlier in the week as well, that's a good sign. But I want to get the confirmation of a pop here, of a breakout, which we're just not getting yet, even though we had a nice almost 6% green day on Friday, right? You guys see on the 1-hour time frame here, we're still in a downtrend, making lower highs clearly, and as of now, we're under both moving averages on this 1-hour chart. So if this wants to start breaking out, we're going to have to take this trend line out and start pushing, I would say, past, ideally, $90. If we could take out 90, which we peaked out there, I think Wednesday morning, or it might have been Thursday morning, we also hit $90. It looks like at the in the end of February. So if we're able to finally get out of there, man, that's where I'm looking to maybe play this as a short-term trade, although I'm already in it. You guys know my average cost is $20, so I'm already in as a long-term investment, but I keep those accounts separate, right? I'm sure a lot of you guys do the same. You have a trading account and you have a investing account, right? A long-term account. So I'm not touching those shares in the long term, right? I'm not selling or buying more now, quite frankly, in the long-term account. But in the trading account, I'm interested in playing this breakout, right? Especially, like I said, if it takes out 90, I think we could get a nice run, even from 85 to 90. That could be a spot in the meantime where we can trade this thing, right, in this window right here. And then we'll see if it breaks 90 for the trade to go even further, potentially, right? This is kind of where we're at. This is where we could be playing in the meantime, right in this window, especially if we take out 85, 86, start gaining momentum above that point. So keep your eyes peeled on the 1 hour chart here, guys, this upcoming week. It is critical to determine, whether the Bears are gaining an edge or if the Bulls are pushing through and we're starting to break out again. So what do you think about that? Let me know your thoughts, as always, in the comments, guys. I'm curious what you guys are doing, where your head's at overall. And before we take a look here at these futures, make sure to get your 30 stocks from Moomoo. You might as well, in the midst of this red market, get some free stocks. Deposit at least $100 using that link down below. You get 5 stocks. Deposit $2,000. You get 25 more stocks, and your uninvested cash now will earn up to 8.1%. So use that link down below, guys, or go to stocksurfs.com/Moomoo. And now let's take a quick glance at these futures, which again, guys, like I said, it looks like we're giving back the gains from Friday, at least as of now. It's kind of looking like that. So you can see here on the Russell futures, we went up to, let's see, we went from 2,030 points all the way to 2090 roughly. That was the high, it looks like, on Friday. And now look at that gap down, man. Big gap down. Futures market, if you guys didn't know, it opens up at 6 p.m. East Coast time. Big gap down. And we've been bleeding since that gap down, right? We got a couple little relief rallies, whatever you want to call them. This one in particular right here, or actually, no, that was on Friday. We got this little relief rally here. You guys see it from around 6 p.m. to about 6:50 p.m. East Coast time. Then we took a big dump, took out the lows from 6:15 p.m. 15 minutes after the futures market opened. We took out the lows. Now we're rallying a little bit again, but still, man, this does not look ideal for the bulls in the short term on the Russell futures, and it's probably the same setup on all these, right? Yeah, S&P futures. You guys can see if I zoom in here, if it wants to load, there we go. You guys see the big gap down, little relief rally, and a big dump off again, taking out the lows from when the futures market opened. Yeah, looks like the Bears, guys, are gaining an edge here again. And are you surprised at this point? This is why in this market, if you're trading stocks, in the short term, that is, holding over the weekend is a very dangerous game. You just don't know what the weekend's going to bring, how we're going to look, after 2 days of no trading. And the writing's on the wall, man. You saw the crypto market. Typically, if you see the crypto market collapsing over the weekend, I'm pretty sure Bitcoin was at 90K last week at the end of the week, right? Now it's at 80. When you're seeing it tank like that, that's kind of an indication of, what the stock market might look like. Obviously not as bad. It's not like the S&P is going to dump 8% like Bitcoin's dumping right now, or 6%, 7%, whatever it is. But it means that we might get a little red in the stock market, right? And, that's what we're seeing in the futures market. And hopefully tomorrow morning we go green. I mean, it's I don't know. At this point, again, anything's possible. Just because the futures market is red now doesn't mean it's going to be red in the morning. We'll see. I mean, it would be nice if we turn green, but again, in this market, who the heck knows? It's anybody's best guess. So, yeah, I mean, NASDAQ futures dumping. It looks like we're under 20K here on the NASDAQ futures, or we were at least. Looks like on Friday, we actually momentarily got under there about 20, 30 minutes ago. So it's going to be an interesting week, guys. It's going to be an interesting week. You better subscribe to the channel. A bunch of content's coming. We're on the road to 100K subscribers. Hit the like button while you're at it. And that's pretty much all I got for you in this video. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Don't forget to snag up those 30 stocks and join the free email list. That is down below. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Good luck this week.